No, it's like I love you so much that when I feel the way that Kalila must feel all the time it does make me angry because I'm like, I wish you could see yourself the way I see you. And like this fucking guy shows up to my house and we're just doing a Bobby Lee fest. I'm like, let's tell him.
Yeah.
Let's just tell him. Like, why are we saying it to each other?
Yeah.
He should hear this shit. And
It really means a lot, man.
well, you mean a lot. You changed me. You always do that. You're like, you changed my life, Dave. I was in this fucked up place and I can't. You always say that, but you changed me.
And you know what?
That fucking analogy, the Lord of the Ring things, I'm gonna watch it tonight. You know when the hobbits bow to the king and then the king bows back to the hobbits.
Oh, word.
Did you
I remember that.
did you see the yeah?
Yeah,
I cried
it
during
clicks.
I cried.
so I bowed to
I
the Hobbit.
cried during that scene
So I bowed back to the Hobbit.
because you
I
follow.
came on here and he's like, "You're the king. You're the podcast.
'Cause-
You're Gandalf." And I was like, "I bow to you."
The reason why that works is because we followed them from the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just the movies were so long and you know what I mean, and you know what I mean, and just painstakingly difficult. That their voyage and just I needed
And
that.
that's you. We follow you from Mad TV.
I'm
all
not
the
a
shitty
hobbit, but I know.
sitcoms,
Yeah, I get it.
you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
all the things.
But you're right,
you've
you're right,
done,
you're-
all the Harold and Kumar shit.
Oh, yeah,
the
you're right,
Dictator,
you're right, you're right.
Starting the podcast. It's a long journey.
Yeah, and here's
And then it feels weird as someone who's watched all the Lord of the Bobby Lee rings.
Yeah.
You've watched your Hobbit journey.
Yeah.
And then you get to the end and like we're bowing to you and you're like,
that was a scene. Yeah.
and yeah, you're the fucking king. And then you're like, oh,
Which one am I? Which one am I?
You're
Sam Weisman?
Sam Weisman. And then,
I knew you were gonna say
and
that.
then you get to the end and you're like,
Yeah, yeah.
oh, I hope they still like this my Hollywood pitch script.
yeah.
And you're like, wait, you saved the planet.
yeah.
You saved everything.
I think you would be Mary. I think Steven would be Frodo. Right. I would be Samwise.
No, we ain't hobbits, bro. Like you're the hobbit.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts.
I'm sorry.
Turn that off. Turn that off.
Yeah.
It hurts. It hurts.
I didn't even mean that. I
Yeah,
felt
yeah,
so
yeah.
shitty
That was
after I
really
said
mean.
that.
But,
Sorry. I
that was
apologize.
super mean.
I think it's not Hobbit and the whatever thing that they bring. I think it's you've always been a man of the people, and I appreciate that.
I'm like pissed that it
All
took
right, guys.
Stephen Yeun.
You know what? You know what I'm saying, and I'm not.
I've been saying the
that to
same
gas
shit.
you
He's
up.
been fucking saying this whole time, and you hear it from him, but not me. I've been trying.
Why are you raising your
Okay,
voice
I'm
again,
sorry.
man? Because
I'm
what that
sorry.
does is I have a defense.
I want to end. If the
have a
longer it goes,
defense-
I start thinking. I'm like, wait, why does he hear it from him but not from me? You don't get mad at Steve Yeun, but why do you get mad at me? He said the same shit I'm saying, like, and
Because he doesn't raise his voice. He has a way of doing it where like it's more of a professor. The way he's sitting is like a professor.
Yeah.
You're very like aggro sometimes, dude. You're like a volcano. It's erupting. I'm gonna run. You know. When you see a volcano erupting, you don't get to see what's going on. You run away.
Beautiful volcanoes.
I've never seen one live.
I mean,
but-
neither, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
imagine is.
Yeah, but I've seen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good points there, Steve.
Should we end with a bow?
I don't want to bow anymore because we did 7. And
Are
I
you
want-
sure you're okay with 7?
Yeah, I'm totally
we did
fine with
8. You're
because-
1 away from the 3.
I don't want to. Yeah,
6,
but I want to. Because the other day,
Yeah.
right? It took me a half an hour to get to bed because I was touching everything in the house 3 times.
Yeah.
And every time I would hit my foot, I would do it 3 times, and it took me like 30 minutes to get to bed. And I touched everything, and I was like, I really went. What are you doing?
you're fine.
This is insane.
You're thriving.
Right? So I'm not gonna do the 3
Okay,
anymore.
got
It's
it.
like I'm trying to break it.
You release yourself from that.
Even like cracks on the street. Like I was in Hungary, and I was like,
All right, so play it out. What would happen? What's gonna happen?
because
your
in my
mind?
head, I think I'm gonna die. Like if I don't do, like if I'm walking down the